and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about it. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Wants to fire on second down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quick completion on the out route. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Touchdown, Tigers! Stealing a score on special teams. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. An opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. From the gun, the ground game. Warts ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's chat about Georgia State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys...
There he goes. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This offense is firing at all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Wide receiver going in motion. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's fine. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they've got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Tigers want to move quickly. The play action fake. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, if they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give out of the gun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give on the option. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the ground with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown LSU! Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He's looking to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Bond. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown LSU. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll leave it with the lone back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a second down. Give to the single back. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense has it. They're on the move.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Runs through the tackle. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles, and get them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal.
Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Slams ahead. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. As talented as this guy is, the coverage is tighter. There's not as much space to fit the ball in. He's having to learn on the job as a young signal call. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third down, he drops the throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to return it. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, the portal can work wonders if you have specific... Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
LSU 41.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wants to throw on third. Caught in the backfield, it's Bond. Still on his feet. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. No points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same. For this big down. Punt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the left. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Inside the 45. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
55, Georgia State, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's open on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They go to the ground. He's in open space downfield. Turning on the Jets. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half with a run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick strike complete. The Tigers in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to move the chains. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. They want to get this defense on its heels. Keep it on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
So now it's 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to...
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Proctor. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown LSU. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Looking for the 2-point try. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown, and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for them.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page. If you're...
Brings into the open. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Opening play of the drive from the 39. to the air. It's Proctor. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy.
Oh, he's got some space. Give him 88 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man on the outside. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Jefferson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. And the defense drags him down. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Finds a man by himself. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. LSU right back to the line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, as the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And so far, the quarterback play has been less than stellar. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to the ground game on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stops, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They'll immediately call timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right on the money. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff from the gun. Got room to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They've converted every time on 4th down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. Holds it in, the first down and more. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're
throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Proctor. Quickly complete. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got a little space. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Might be changing the route. Off play action on 1st down. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.